The earthquake happened in Haiti. The aftershocks were felt all around the world. Our very own Lily Boisseau has a special connection with the region. Texas Whitman sat down with Lily to talk about it.
Thanks, Adam. So where were you when you first found out about the earthquake?
When I first found out, I was sitting in my room. I was using my computer. I was online, and someone sent me an instant message, told me there had been an earthquake in Haiti.
So what was your first reaction?
I didn't want to panic right away, so I just tried to get as much information as I could, but the longer time passed and I wasn't able to get any information, the more frustrating it became.
You recently wrote a piece in The Aquinian detailing your experience. You wrote, "I tried to keep myself busy. I dialed every number I could think of to get information. I went online to see if I could reach anyone who knew anything, and I was glued to the television screen." Could you tell me more about this period?
Yeah, basically there's a lot of my friends from Haiti were online, and we were all trying to exchange information at the same time, asking each other if anyone's heard about a particular neighborhood or a particular person. I had the TV on constantly in case communications came back up, and stayed online to see if any information was coming out of the country.
So how did you feel when you finally got in contact with your family?
I was really, really relieved and surprised. Before I talked to them, I had really assumed the worst, so I was very happy.
And how is your family doing now?
They're doing okay. They're really lucky, but I spoke to my dad recently, and people are going to a lot of funerals these days, and but mostly they're trying to get back to normal. They're going back to work, trying to salvage what's left of their homes in some cases.
How do you think the media is doing covering this event?
I think the media has done a good job. I didn't expect this much coverage, so as far as I'm concerned, I was really surprised to see how much the international community cared about Haiti, and the fact that the coverage continues. It's really, really good.
What do you think of the response thus far?
The response, again, that's been really overwhelming. I didn't think this many people all over Canada cared about what happens in Haiti, so I've been really, really surprised by all the people that are donating.
Are you pleased to see that the universities are taking an active role to raise money?
Yeah, I guess you would expect that from universities with a large student population from Haiti. Lots of universities in Quebec are doing lots for their Haitian students, but the fact that STU and UNB are doing so much is really, really generous, because most of the students here, never met a Haitian person, and there's not a very large student population from Haiti, but even in spite of that, they're doing a lot to help, and they're going out of their way. So, yeah.
So could you tell the viewers what they could do to help the situation?
Anyone who wants to help, I guess, should give to their favorite charity, like the Red Cross or UNICEF. I think, unfortunately, it's important at a time like this to also keep in mind that there are some dishonest people that will take advantage of the situation. So whatever charity they give to, people should just make sure that they trust that charity and they know a lot about it before they give.
Thank you, Lily, for opening up to us today.
You're welcome.
Prorogation. It's a word that most Canadians were unfamiliar with until this time last year. Now it's back. Thousands of protesters took to the streets across Canada, including here in Fredericton. Lily Boisson found out why.
We're not sitting out there in -15 because we don't care. We care, and we're out in the cold, and we're telling Prime Minister Harper to get back to work. Thank you very much, everybody.
Call them angry, call them bitter, but you certainly can't say they're indifferent. These protesters braved frigid temperatures on Saturday to make their point.
We need Parliament to work because homeless people are being relocated to make room for the Olympics and because civil liberties are being ignored. We need Parliament to work because unemployment is rising and because over 1 million children in Canada live in poverty. And so that's why we want Parliament to go back to work, not so it can just sit there and do the same thing that it's been doing, but that so Parliament can work for Canadians.
Prorogation means that 36 government bills will die. Also, the committee tasked with looking into allegations of torture in Afghanistan will now be suspended. A recent poll shows the Conservatives are losing ground and the Liberals are catching up.
Well, the turnout was small here today, but this is just one of 50 rallies happening across the country. It's just one part of the bigger picture. Protesters made it clear this isn't just about prorogation. They say Stephen Harper is running away from tough issues, for example, the Afghan detainee scandal. Also, the politics of prorogation are very complicated. It's costing Canadians almost $50 million to prorogue Parliament. These protesters want Stephen Harper to know they're angry and they're not apathetic.
Many of these protesters heard about the rally through Facebook. The popular group named Canadians Against Proroguing Parliament attracted more than 200,000 members nationwide. Student Alyssa Mosher is one of the members, and she hopes the government is paying attention.
I don't really know what Canadians can do, except like be part of Facebook groups or protest or that sort of thing, just so the message is put across that, hey, Stephen Harper, you can't get away with this crap. Canadians won't put up with it, basically.
Political science professor Dr. Tom Bateman says there's nothing undemocratic about prorogation, but that it's being used as a political tool.
Is normal, accepted, acceptable. The reasons for prorogation, the timing of it, the duration of the prorogation, that's another matter for which the government is politically accountable, just as it is for all kinds of other decisions it makes.
One way or another, these protesters will be holding the Conservatives accountable come next election. For Stu Journalism, this is Lily Boisson.
Vernon Chen rally first. It is now illegal for smokers to light up when there's a kid under 16 in their car. Brittany Boothright has more.
For a smoker, there's truly nothing better than lighting up in a nice, warm vehicle, especially this time of year. The problem is it is now illegal to smoke in the vehicle with your child. In fact, if you get caught, the fine could be anywhere between $140 to $570. But health experts say there's an even bigger problem. 13 to 20 children die every year due to respiratory illnesses, which can directly be linked to secondhand smoke. For now, parents who smoke will have to light up before they enter their car or consider quitting altogether. In the upcoming weeks, I will talk to a family who has to learn to adjust to this new law. Brittany Boothright, Stu Journalism.
Former NHLer Mike Danton is getting a second chance at playing hockey after spending years in prison, but not without controversy. More on this after the break.